Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you had a great week so far. It's almost over. Almost time for that for that good old part of the week, the weekend. But before that, we still have some Bitcoin to cover, and we actually have some big moves coming up. At least I think so. But we'll talk about that a little bit later in this video. And apart from that, we'll just do a full update. The last 24 hours have been pretty stable. At least for Bitcoin, we've basically been stabilizing between, well, not really 30,500, but like 30,200 or something. And that support level around 29,800. So a very small range. Altcoins have been reacting a little bit more heavily to all of the moves that Bitcoin is getting. Like right now, we're actually like a very small red candle. And like render is at 2.17 and dropping. So yeah, there's quite a lot of things going on in the markets, but in this video we'll really zoom into Bitcoin, where I expect, because it's Friday, that we'll have some big moves as well. But before we dive into Bitcoin and before we talk about that, if you want to receive daily trading signals, like you can see up there, also in all of these market circumstances, then check out the links down in the description or the pinned comment, and yeah, I'll see you there. But for now, let's get right into Bitcoin. So the thing is that, like, to start off with a little bit of fundamentals, right? I mean, we all know, or at least we have somewhat of an idea of why this move happened. We got a lot of positive news, especially for Bitcoin. Like, it already started with the security situation and Bitcoin not being a security, which could be considered as bullish. And then we got the BlackRock ETF, and now a lot of banks and institutions are filing for Bitcoin and crypto custody accounts and stuff. So that's obviously bullish. Apart from that, what we did get is we got some economic events over the last couple of days. So, for example, the initial jobless claims was a bit higher than expected. The existing home sales was also a bit higher than expected. So that's very mixed, and we can actually see that the dollar strength index right now is quite bullish. So that's bearish for Bitcoin. That might be the reason why we are struggling with going up to our next level around 31,500. But the big question is also, can we still really do that? I mean, right now, what we're seeing with Bitcoin, which is actually pretty rare, is that the volume was pretty high this week because we got huge moves, right? Then the volume should be high. But right now, the volume is actually dropping down significantly. It's around $18 million, which like is around the same numbers we had last week, even though right now the market should be way more bullish and there should be way more people in it, right? So that's a little bit worrying. I mean, less volume also does increase the chances of manipulation, and then we have to ask ourselves, like, it's also the Friday. Friday is usually a day where big institutions and market makers do close their positions, even though crypto goes on in the weekend as well, but that's something you'll have to take into account. So that's also what we'll see today, and frankly, I cannot predict whether they will open more longs, which is a possibility, or whether they are going to close some longs, take profits, and make Bitcoin drop down to 28,700. I cannot predict that. What I can try to do is make sure you are early to the party when one of those two things happen. So right now, I would say that the current market structure is some sort of a consolidation in this area. Like it's a very precise area between 30,600 and 29,700. What we're going to see today, and I'm pretty sure about that, is we're going to see a breakout. All right, in the moment, I would say on the 1 hour time frame, which I usually don't say, if on the 1 hour time frame we get either a bearish breakout below 29,700 or a bullish breakout above 30,600, we're going to get moves in that direction. All right, so if we get that bearish breakout, we'll drop down to 28,700. If we get that bullish breakout, we're going to get that move up to 30,600. All right, so I'm sorry that this isn't really a prediction, but hopefully it still adds value, because I do think that with this analysis, you can at least be there fast. But in the end, I mean, the only thing I can do on Bitcoin right now is speculate, and that's not something I necessarily want to do at this point of time while it's so unstable. But yeah, so that's my take and my analysis on Bitcoin for today. If you do have any questions, then let me know. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.